Something fresh for this episode. The independent brand Tessé or Tessé, I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyways, this brand was founded last year in Toronto by a gentleman named Thomas. His grandfather had the name Michel, and the first line of watches is a commemoration. It is called the Michel GMT, comes with a range of dial colors, the GMT function, and a design that follows watches from the 70s without copying them. So let's start with some numbers and specs. We have an automatic watch with a case width of 40 millimeters and a length lug-to-lug of 47.1. Height is indicated with 10.8, lug width is 20. And the watch has a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, and the case itself has seen an anti-scratch treatment. More of that later. Movement is the Sellita SW330-2 with the second time zone. The watch comes on a leather strap and the price is 1,358 euros or 1,557 US dollars. These are pre-order prices, by the way. The final numbers will be a smidgen higher. Okay, let's dive into detail. We have a very familiar looking set of hands and indices, very sporty, clearly influenced by 70s watchmaking, which often was inspired by racing cars. So you see some similarities to the classic car dashboard elements. Overall, our watch is a pretty functional thing with a 24-hour scale in a signal color with the red GMT hand as a counterpart. A very conservative minute scale, very conservative date window. Then we have a bit of radial brushing on the inner dial and nice correspondence with the brushing on the case. And now these colors come into play. We have 5 variants, whereby the last one with the gold plating is a limited edition. And it is of course a matter of taste which color you prefer, but I gotta say they are well chosen in terms of contrast and saturation. Even in case of the brighter colors, the legibility looks pretty good. And the darker colors like this blue let the watch case pop, and that's the next strong point of the design. The typical 70s TV form or cushion form with enormous wrist presence. I've said this before and I experienced it with various models over the years. A square watch wears 1 or 2 millimeters larger than the spec sheet suggests, and now you can decide on your own if you like that or not. Under the design we find a decent caliber. The SW330-2 is not the typical caliber for a first release. It operates with a beat rate of 28,800 and offers a power reserve of 56 hours. It is regulated in 5 positions to reach an accuracy of -4 to +6 seconds a day. So in one word, expensive. Certainly a severe decision for a small brand. And this in combination with sufficient Swiss-made parts and assembly to get the prestigious Swiss-made label that you find small but with self-esteem on position 6 of the dial. Unfortunately, we have very little information about the case design from other angles, probably still a bit under development, but the anti-scratch hardening is confirmed. It brings the case to 1,200 Vickers. Regular stainless steel has around 200, and I've experienced in reality that this actually works. For example, with watches from Di Renzo and Trusca, if I recall correctly. They look significantly younger after a while than regular steel watches. And so we have a lot of promises from a very young brand, a proper Swiss-made watch with a top-grade movement, well-executed design, and the mentioned number of dial colors. Quite an operation, and I am very curious to see the result. But we still need some patience because delivery of the Michel GMT watch will take place end of September. So let me know what do you think about this watch design, and let me know your favorite color please and why. Thanks a lot and see you next Monday to Watch of the Week.